Hey guys, Emily-Erin here for a really quick chest opening stretch, which we all need right now, especially since we're working at home, virtually. We are hunched over that computer all the time, and we just need to reverse all of that movement and open that chest. Yes? All right, so today, if you have a foam roller, you can do this at home with a foam roller, but since not everyone has that, I went ahead and adapted the workout to be just little balls because everyone has some kind of basketball, soccer ball, anything. So I'm going to be using a tennis ball and my son's little soccer ball, which is kind of flat, which might actually work in my favor. So just make sure you have something similar around you. It's okay if it's something bigger like a volleyball, that's fine. But I do want you to have something smaller like a golf ball or tennis ball. So I have two different sizes. That would be perfect. All right, but first, put those aside. Let's go ahead and sit, legs crossed in front. It doesn't matter which leg is in front. I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath. Before we even get into the openers, I want some body awareness to occur so that we know exactly what we're feeling and what we're supposed to be looking for, right? Deep breath. Go ahead and curve your neck, the upper part of your spine. I want that chin to tuck to your chest. Good. Now the lower parts of your spine stay unaffected. Your lower back is still very proper, upright. Your shoulder blades are still rolled back towards each other. All that changed is your neck slowly inching down your chest. Take a couple deep breaths there. Now slowly let your entire spine crumble into a big C curve. Find that C curve. Let it just crumble down. Hands are still on knees for support. Stay here, and I want you to just feel that. Now, I know you're thinking, I thought you said this was a chest opener. We'll get there. Just feel that. What happened when you got that C curve? This is where the body awareness comes in. Your pelvis tilted forward, right? Your belly became really soft. Your rib cage closed. Your shoulder blades are domed over you, almost like an umbrella. Feel those things. A lot of times when we're working on that computer, it might not be this exaggerated, but this is the posture that we assume. Belly button really pulling towards and soft, and then pelvis tucked under, right? So just feel that for right now. Now from the ground up, starting with your tailbone, we're going to reverse each and every one of those movements. So right now your tailbone is tucked forward. I want you to slowly push it down towards the floor. Again, sitting up tall in those sits bones. Good. Now focus on your abs. They were curved and soft. I want you to find power and strength there, really extending straight up into the sky. Your shoulder blades were domed over. Go ahead, squeeze them together. Open that chest. And slowly lift that head. Good. So reversing all of those things. So as you get into that position and are working, just think about little things. Push that tailbone down, trying to minimize the damage there. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. I want that tennis ball nearby first. Lay on your back. I'm going to go sideways. Your feet are planted into the floor. Hands are out wide, shoulder height, palms up to the ceiling. Slowly let those knees fall to the left. Your shoulders don't come uprooted from the floor. They stay planted down. Now slowly inch those knees closer up towards your shoulder, and then let them fall down to the floor. And again, bring them a little closer and down to the floor. You're wringing out that spine. Take a deep breath, turn that head to the right, completing that spinal rotation, and slowly bring everything back to center. Take a deep breath, belly button down. Slowly let those knees fall to the right. Don't let that shoulder come up. Your left shoulder should be tempted right now. Good. Slowly bring those knees about 1 inch further up. And again, 1 inch further up. Rotate that head to the left. Good. Now this might feel simple. You might feel like this isn't really intense. I don't really feel anything right now. We're getting there, I promise. Got to warm up that spine. plug in and become in sync with your body. Sometimes we forget to take notes of what we're feeling. That's important too, to sync yourself so that you're really taking note. You're aware of it. All right, everything is back at center. Grab that tennis ball. Now I'm going to sit up so you can see. We're going to do this laying down. We're going to start with it on the right side of your spine, down by that rib cage. You're going to slowly slide that tennis ball up your spine, all the way past that shoulder blade, all the way up to the base of your neck, staying on the right side of your spine. Then you're going to slowly slide it back down, all the way down. We're going to be laying down on top of it. If you come across any kind of point that feels like, ooh, that's really tense, just stay there. Pause there for a moment. Let that ball almost work like trigger point therapy, putting pressure there until the muscle releases, and then keep going. So if you listen to your body and it says, ooh, there's something there, stay there, right? You can catch up with us later. You can pause the video, listen to your body. All right, so go ahead. Tennis ball. Low towards that rib cage on the right side of your spine. Hands out wide, palms up to the ceiling. Slowly lift that pelvis up so that it's hovering off the floor, but I don't want that tailbone arching down. I want that tailbone parallel with the floor the whole time. Weight in your heels. You should already feel some pressure there. All right, at your own pace, slowly walk that tennis ball up a little higher. If you feel uncomfortable with your arms out to the side and you need some momentum, you can always bring those hands to your sides to get a little bit of an inching motion, inchworming those hands, whatever feels comfortable for you. Good, just slowly going 1 inch at a time, then pausing, 1 inch at a time. Good, staying on the right side of that spine. A little further. I ran out of room, so I'm going to inch back a little bit, but you keep on going. You should have about 3 more movements till you're at the base of that neck. If you're not, take your time. You can always pause the video and come back. Good. You should be at the top of that shoulder blade, right at the base of your neck. Are you there? And I just want you to hold there. Open that chest. I know at first you might be like, ooh, that feels painful. Try to just melt around that pressure. Letting your ball just melt. If you want to drop your tailbone to facilitate that, that's fine. Deep breaths. Slowly lift that tailbone parallel to the floor. We're going to work our way back down. Breathing the whole way. Again, if you find any parts that feel tight or tense or sore, just stay there for a second. Good. I like to go 1 inch at a time and just pause. If you would rather have a more smooth, gradual, this is your stretch. You take it how you need to. You should have about 3 more, and then you're going to be back to the bottom of that rib cage. Last one. Good. Hold there. Lower that pelvis. Melt around that ball. Let that rib cage open to the ceiling, cracking open. Slowly bring your right hand to grab that ball. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Place it on the left side. You know exactly what's coming, so feel free to go at your own pace. Slowly, inch by inch. Again, hands can come down if you need help. Try to keep that pelvis hovering over the floor. Inch by inch. I'm going to move my feet just to have a little more support. Feel free to do similarly if you feel needed. This is your stretch. Unlike a lot of workouts, it's not like I'm going to command you around this one. I'm just guiding you through how to open that chest. But once you start listening to your body, if you need something else, you do something else. All right, you should be close to the top. If not, go ahead and get there slowly. Melt that tailbone down. Really conforming around that ball, feeling softness all in that chest. Ready to work your way back up? Okay, slow and controlled. Here we go. Good. Keeping that tennis ball on the left side of that spine. You should have about 2 more. Good. Breathe. Melt down. Feel that softness. When you're ready, grab that ball. All right, for this next one, I know your hair should be messed up like mine after all of that scooting. All right, for this next one, we're going to have it right at the base of that neck where your traps come across your shoulders. That's where we want it, right between your shoulder blade and the base of that neck. We're going to go in small little circles in that space. Then we're going to go on the left side, small little circles. Then we'll go straight to that soccer ball. Ready? All right. Use that right hand. Place that ball. Lift your tailbone if you need to. Now you can, for this one, keep your tailbone planted if you need the support. Hands are going to be down by our hips for more support. Lift that tailbone if you can, and find small little circles. Good. This isn't a big movement. Whew, but it should be one that feels a little tense. Good. You should feel some tight muscles in there. Now resist the urge to just move your hips. That's not going to help you, right? Really find a circular movement in those shoulders. Small, but circular. A lot of times when we hunch forward, you are messing with your levator scap. It's a muscle that helps lift those shoulder blades. And that is a really quick way to get a migraine. So that's exactly what we're massaging right now. Give me 2 more circles. Again, this is a small movement. Slowly lower that pelvis. Grab that ball, switch sides. Go ahead and find that support. And give me small little circles. Whew, I can feel that this side is much tighter than my other one. A lot of times, if you're someone that writes a lot in your job, a lot of times you'll have one side that is tighter from you lifting that writing, your dominant hand. That shoulder blade will be a little higher than the other one. Luckily with typing, both are lifted, so they should be even if you type mainly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that ball. Good job. All right, find that tennis ball for me. I'm sorry, soccer ball. Whatever one you have, right? The bigger one. Go ahead, we're going to put it between our shoulder blades, pretty centrally located. Lay on down. Feel that support. And then slowly curve that spine. I want your head to be last if you can. Take a few deep breaths here. Relaxing that spine, let it curve over, really melting around, conforming to that support. Good. When you're ready, inch those feet 1 inch further out. Slowly bring those hands down to the sides of your hips and scoot that ball 1 inch further up. Drop that tailbone as your kickstand. Hands back out to the side. Melt down. Good. Scoot those feet a little further out. Hands down by your hips. Scoot 1 inch further. Open wide and melt. Your only job here is just to relax. Good. This time, as you bring those hands down, I want you to scoot that ball 1 inch lower. It should be centrally right in that chest. Right below your sternum is where you should feel that pressure. Good. Now we're going to do those spinal twists we did in the beginning. It's going to feel a little different this time though. Slowly bring those legs, or bring your knees to the left. You're going to feel that ball rotate to the right side, almost by your shoulder blade on your right side. That's okay. Slowly turn that head to the right. Now look at that right shoulder and try to push it down towards the floor. So you're melting even further around that ball. Close that rib cage. Bring those knees 1 inch further up and melt. Good. Bring everything back to center. Adjust that ball if you need to, then slowly let those knees fall to the right. Head to the left. Breathing deeply. Look at that shoulder and push it down towards the floor. Trying to get both shoulders down if you can. Bring those knees 1 inch further up. Oh, good. Slowly bring everything back to center. Good. I want those hands to come behind your head. Go ahead and tilt that chin into your chest, almost like you're giving me a crunch. You might have felt a pop there. A lot of times that's common. I want you to slowly tuck that chin, lift up, open those elbows wide, lift that chin, and lower back down. So you're rolling. Curl everything in, come up, unfold out, and lower down. Curl everything in, unfold, and down. Once you get that rhythm, curl it in, unfold, and down. I want you to focus on those elbows. Here we go. They come forward, curl in. Here's where the stretch happens. Open wide, push them back. Hold them back as you lower down to the floor, trying to touch the floor with those elbows. Curl in, open wide. Try to touch the floor. There we go. Curl in, open wide, lower down. Can you give me 2 more of those? Here we go. Curl in, open wide, lower down. Last one. Here we go. Curl in, open wide, lower down. This time hold it. Hands stay behind your head. Push those elbows down to the floor. Melt that spine. Release tension in those calves if you were holding it there. A lot of times we do. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Hands out to the side, palms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands to the sides of your hips. 5, 4. Push those shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. Cross those ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. Use your elbows if you need to. Good job. All right. This next one, you need no equipment. Yay, right? All right. I want those arms out to the side. Actually, I'm going to face away from you so you can see what's going on behind my back. You're going to take a big inhale. Curve forward, elbows lifted. So you're giving me that C curve with your spine. Slowly bring those hands back behind you. One hand grabs the other's wrist. We're going to alternate, so it doesn't matter which one you start with. Grab that wrist, straighten those hands, and drive that heart away from you. Good. Slowly release. Lift those elbows up, curve forward. Now alternate. Your other hand grabs your wrist, drive that chest forward. Good. Once you get the hang of it, feel free to find a different tempo. It's almost like the spinal movement of a cat-cow, but we're taking it up a notch by involving those arms in that stretch. Good. If you feel some warmth in this movement, feel free to make it more of an active recovery by picking up the pace, speeding it up, pairing it with your breathing, and 1, and 2. Not forgetting that your head posture is a big detail here. Tuck that chin forward, open that chin, look up. Tuck that chin forward, open that chin, look up. Good. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, finish it. And 1, all the way through. Lace those fingertips. I'm going to face away from you. All right. Sit up tall, roll those shoulder blades back and down. I don't want them up by your ears. Back and down. Reverse that movement. Dome forward. That should feel comfortable and familiar to you because you sit in it often. Go ahead, roll it back. Dome that chest. Slowly lift those fingers up as high as you feel comfortable without lifting your shoulders. Your shoulders stay down. Hold it there. Take it 1 inch to the right. 1 inch further right. Good. Slowly bring it back to center. 1 inch to the left. A little further left. Last one, a little further. Bring it back to center. Slowly move between the 2. Right. Left. Now you're not twisting to change your spot. You're looking forward. Your chest stays forward the whole time. Think of it as lowering those shoulders. Lower your left. Lower your right. Lower your left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it center. Adjust those hands if you need to. I'm going to go sideways so you can see. Take a deep breath. Fix those shoulders. Slowly lower down. Not focused on doming over, right? That's a huge temptation here. I want a straight spine, belly button down towards your ankles. Chest is open. Lift those fingers off your lower back. Go ahead and look forward with that chin. Slowly try and look up to the ceiling and let that head guide you all the way back. You're going to give me 2 more of those. Down to the floor. Hands up. Eyes forward. Eyes to the ceiling. All the way up, let it guide you. Last one. Lean forward. Hands up. Eyes forward. Eyes up. Let it guide you. Let everything relax. Hands come to your knees. Ooh, you should feel good right now. Good. I want you to find some shoulder rolls 1 at a time. They're not in tandem. Feeling that warmth, feeling that movement where you might have felt stiff before. Good. Now put them in tandem. Curve and open. Curve and open. Not moving those hands. They're your anchor. Good. Give me 4, 3, 2. Back and hold. Shoulders are down and back. Good. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, relax. You are done. Thank you for coming. I hope it helps. Bye, guys.